So if you watched the last episode, the plan was to go home and resupply and go back out. Well, that didn't exactly happen. We are back out. We're sitting on top of Whitetop Mountain right now, next to the spring. But it's about a week later. We've had circumstances come up, and the last couple days has been nothing but non-stop rain. Anyway, it's probably about lunchtime. It's a beautiful day out here, although it's a bit cool. It's about 50 degrees, and we do have the stove going, and we've got lots of food and lots of beverages, and at some point we should see Hawk walk by. He's planning on going all the way to the Grayson Highlands today, so I'm not sure what time he left Damascus, but at some point we will get a visit from him, because the AT is about 10 feet that way. In the meantime, we're going to chop some more wood, maybe have a drink, little snack, and we'll catch up with you a little bit later. Yeah, that one's going to burn a good long time. It's solid. So I got quite a bit of wood chopped up, some kindling, some bigger pieces. They're drying out. Got a nice bed of coals established. Kind of got it choked back. Some of the smaller stuff ready for whenever I start cooking. I can just throw some of that smaller stuff on it. It'll catch fast and give me some fast, intense heat, which is what I need for cooking. I got some water simmering up there on top, and not many people have come by today. Maybe 2 people out for the day. I think they must have walked out to Buzzard Rock, and then 3 people passed by that looked like they were going long distance. Never can tell, but they said hello, but they didn't stop. So we'll see what happens here, see if there'll be any takers. I got some hot dogs here, I got some grilled cheese. I can make some nice hot potato soup. And I think I have a couple hamburger patties too. So if anybody comes up here hungry, you're definitely not going to leave hungry, that's for sure. And I don't know why I never really thought of this possibility, but we didn't get up here till about maybe 11 this morning, and there is a chance that Hawk could have passed through here already. He would have had to have left Damascus really, really early to pull that off, but I doubt he would have left too early because he knows I'm going to be here. And yeah, that would be quite a feat if he... it's about 20 miles to here, so if he did 20 miles by... When did we get here? 11:15 maybe? Yeah, I don't even think he moves that fast. So I think he'll be just kind of moseying along through within the next, let's see, it's about 1:30, 2 o'clock, within the next 2 hours, I imagine. Got hungry all of a sudden, so I figured I'd go ahead and fire up a grilled cheese. I've got some triple cheddar here. Some buttered Hawaiian bread and some spreadable butter. Pretty easy meal. Let's see if I can pull it off, because the last couple easy meals I've really messed up bad. It's actually looking pretty good. We'll see how it turns out. Got water boiling. I have no idea what I'm going to do with that. I do have some soup, but honestly I'll probably just make a cup of coffee. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we, Garvey? Okay. Actually looks pretty good. Time to eat. I'm going to attempt to make some coffee. I forgot to bring filters. So I've got this paper towel in here. And I don't know, it could turn out to be a disaster. But we're going to find out right now. It's still dripping, it's just a little bit slower. I've put it back on the top of the stove so at least it'll stay warm while it's continuing to drip. It looks like I need to put a little bit more wood in here. It's radiating. There we go. That should stoke it up a bit. Okay. There we go. Some of you may recognize this backpack over here. And this is the owner right here. Mr. Craig Maines.
Well, what's happening
in the house, Whitetop Mountain.
With a Coca-Cola from
That's right. There's more in the spring for any lucky folks that might happen to walk by. And man, you're just like all magicked out today.
Yeah, it's getting out of control.
There he goes. Adios, amigo. Alright, that was a cool little visit. And I think I'm going to let the fire go out because it was driving me out of here earlier. It really wasn't supposed to be this warm today, but I'll take it. And I'm not really sure why I'm hanging out underneath the tarp here because it's so nice out. A little windy, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm going to take you down here and show you something. Something I've never shown before, at least not on camera. This is the final resting place of my cat named Underdog. And she was a brown tabby, and she was the last one out of the litter. She was a runt. And I said, if that kitty's born, I'll take that kitty and I'll call it, it'll be the Underdog. I miss you, dog. You've got a beautiful resting place here. So one guy who stopped and got a drink asked me if I was a trail angel or something. I said no. I said I'm just a dude who bring a bunch of drinks up here with my pickup truck. Yeah, I'm continuing to enjoy the evening. Not a lot of clouds, so the sunset might not be super spectacular. It's just going to be, you know, the ball sinking down below the horizon, but we may go check it out at Buzzard Rock. I don't know. Sunsets usually seem to be nicer if there's a few clouds, but hey, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about there not being any clouds for sure. Anyway, that's all that's going on at the moment, but if we do go out to Buzzard Rock, we're going to take you along with us for sure. So there's a little bit of daylight left, I guess about maybe, oh, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I don't think the sun set is going to be too exciting this evening. I don't think we'll walk out to Buzzard Rock. I think we're going to walk over to the truck pretty soon and pick up a few more items. I have Lofty with me, my -20 sleeping bag. I'm trying to get a signal so I can see if it's going to get cold enough to use it this evening. I might go grab it anyway. Got the Sea to Summit Traveler quilt in here right now. And in addition to that, I do have my, this is a Sea to Summit Thermolight Reactor. Sleeping bag liner that adds about 25 degrees to the bag, and I've had the 15-degree version of that before, and it worked really well. So I'm a big fan of those. And no more hikers walking by this time of night. But the night is not over. In fact, it's not even night yet. So there may be some more people walking by, and there may not be. Either way, I am happy. What a beautiful, beautiful evening. A beautiful, beautiful campsite. Okay, not much sun left. We're gonna head over to the truck, which is about a 5-minute walk this way. Check it out, here I am. Yeah, so all this was a raging torrent earlier. Right up ahead here. Looks like there's still water coming. I don't know that I've ever seen this flooded right here. I'm sure it's not the first time, but I can't remember ever seeing this much water on the trail right here. But as you can see, there's a rut right there, so it's obviously runoff. Trail crossing, parking lot. Yeah, I didn't have enough hands for everything I needed to carry. That's okay, we have everything we need now. And the stove is going nicely. A plane in the sky up there, I'm not sure if you can see it. But we're gonna go, I think, fire up the stove a little bit. So it's a little after 9 o'clock, and no real activity. No other hikers came by, which I'm off the hook. No cooking. I was feeling kind of lazy today anyway, but at least Hawk got something. That's all that really mattered. But yeah, not feeling hungry. I had that grilled cheese and a Nutty Buddy, and that's pretty much it all day long. I can't remember if I snacked on anything or not, but in the morning I've got eggs and sausage patties. So before we leave here, oh, and bread too, toast. Before we leave here in the morning, I'm probably going to get up, even if it's before light, and cook breakfast for sure. Get a nice meal in the gut before we pack up and head down. But it's been a really good night. Actually, it was a really good day. I think I'm going to shut the light out, watch the fire for a little while, and I got a couple bars here, so I may watch a couple YouTube videos. Then we're going to hit the hay, so we'll see you at breakfast. Good morning. It's about going on 5:30, I think. Slept pretty well, although there's a moon out there that's almost full. I can't really tell how full it is without my glasses. Which, by the way, if I didn't mention, I lost last night when I walked back to the truck. Not a huge deal. They're readers. They're like $3.99 a piece. I have more at the house. In order to see my screen on my phone, though, I had to take my contact lens out of my good eye. So now I just can't see far away very well. So anyway, I'm rambling. I haven't had my coffee yet even. Got a nice fire going. I've got the water going for the coffee. And I think at the very least, I'm going to go ahead and make the sausage and a couple of eggs before we get out of here while I still have some fuel in the stove. There's a nice full stove right now, and I have a few sticks left, and after that I'm completely out of wood. So at that point I'll start packing up. But Garvey is still asleep over there. You can't see him. He's tucked away in his sleeping bag. Yeah, I'm going to get this frying pan hot on top of the stove, and we'll get to making breakfast. Coffee's finally done. Wow, that's hot. But it's good. Okay, time to cook. So this is breakfast: coffee, scrambled eggs. I didn't make the sausage because it had completely thawed out. Some of the ice had melted, and I looked at the package and it had expired yesterday. If it had remained frozen, I think I would have felt a little safer, but I'm not taking any chances eating any expired meat. Chances are it would have been okay, but nope, not taking any chances. Got a nice hot stove here. Pretty much put all the wood in it. So at least I don't have to carry any back. And this is the part that I dread right here, is taking all of this and packing it up. But the good news is the truck is 5 minutes from here, so if I have to make several trips, it's not a big deal. But I'm going to try and avoid that if I can. Maybe I can carry it all at once. We'll see. It could turn out to be another disaster. This is about as close to a sunrise as we're going to get here in Whitetop. Sun's been up for a while. We just haven't been able to see it, that's all. But look at the valley. Okay, everything's packed up except for the stove and the tent. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the pack and the pillows and the cooler back to the truck. And by the time I come back, the stovepipe and the stove should be completely cool and I can pack them down. Okay, I'm glad the packing up is finally over. We're back in the truck, almost back on the yellow blaze, back on the gravel blaze anyway. And thanks for joining us. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.